thanks for joining me today. We're going to be opening up here the two Egyptian god decks. So we have here one Slifer deck and one Obelisk deck. Both are definitely very interesting. I don't think that this deck is going to be anywhere near the competitive level. In fact, a lot of people are actually giving quite negative responses to these particular two structure decks, so it is definitely something that is quite disappointing to see. But with that being said, I'm sure these decks are still really fun to actually play. So with that being said, let's just open both of them up. I actually bought 2 copies of each, but I'm going to be opening up them one of each here just because I guess it's to let you guys see. But yeah, I'm going to hopefully build 2 different decks out of it. It's going to be interesting to see how the support can actually just work for the Egyptian gods, not only for Slifer and Obelisk but also Ra as well, so that would be fantastic. But before I open this, let me just remind you guys to drop a like, share, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hit the bell notification as well. But without further ado, let's just open them up. So we'll start here with the Slifer deck, and let's hope that we could actually get something really cool here. I haven't actually remembered the list, so I'm just gonna take a look and see if anything is any noteworthy cards in here or not. So let's take a look here at the playmats. We have here Slifer, and we do have a bit of Obelisk as well. It's very interesting that they split it halfway here. I figured they would have at least focused on just one of the gods, but I guess that's fine. We take a look at the back here, and we could see that there is definitely some playstyles in what you could actually make. So as you can see, this has actually been featured in both decks, so it doesn't require you to buy both, or at least it doesn't require you to buy 3 copies of each one, so that would be fantastic. Not too sure about a few of these cards here, but I guess it'll be really cool to just take this all apart and start building them. You could also upgrade them with King's Court. We have here Maximum Gold and Rage of Ra as well, which obviously makes sense. And for this side we have here the Legendary Duelist, King's Court, and a few of these sets, which comes with quite a few support that could work out with these 2 decks. But with that being said, let's just close this up and let's see what the deck actually holds. So there should be a tab somewhere for us to open up right here. So we're just gonna take this apart, all this plastic, and now let's actually take a look and see. So we do actually have these again, which I guess is more so somewhat promotional cards. We have this here for King's Court, which is going to be exciting because there's going to be more Egyptian god support in King's Court, so definitely something to look forward to. But let's take a look here. We have our Slifer, the Sky Dragon reprint in the original art, so that is quite fantastic. Next here we have Soul Crossing, which comes in both of the structure decks, so that's fantastic. We also have here Thunder Force Attack. This is going to be exclusive to Slifer, so that's definitely really fun. And we also have here Millennium Seeker. I believe this is also exclusive to Slifer. I'll do a comparison for both and see, but those are 4 ultras. And then we have over here the Ultimate Divine Beast, also specific to Slifer, I believe. We have Tellus, the little angel, and we also have Reactor Slime. That's actually being reprinted, which is fantastic. It was in Rage of Ra as a rare, but to come as a super is quite nice. And we also have here Harpy's Feather Duster as well, which is great. So we're going to set these 4 supers up here, and we're going to set the 4 ultras right here. And then after, when we open up the Obelisk deck, we'll compare. But let's see what else we have. We have Breaker, Beast King Barbaros, Nine-Tailed Fox, Phantom Skyblaster, Card Guard. We have Carligo Claw Crow, which is a good card. It's actually quite teched in a few decks that actually exist out there. Electromagnetic Turtle, Breaker, the Dark Magical Warrior, Scape Ghost, RMR. Oddly, we're getting 3 copies of it, so it means that we could technically play these decks right off the bat, or at least that might be the intention. Clock Wyvern, Duke Shade. We have here Tenyi Spirit Vishita, which is fantastic. Swords of Revealing Light, Monster Reborn, Book of Moon, Enemy Controller, a Pot of Avarice, nice reprint. We have March of the Monarchs, which is not bad. Supply Squad, Card Advance, The True Name. We have here One-Time Passcode, Layer of Darkness, and Draw of Fate. As for traps, we have Mirror Force, Reckless Greed, Metal Reflex Slime, Golden Apples, and Back to the Front. Interesting, a lot of these cards could actually be used in GOAT formats, especially the Breaker, of course, but yeah, this is not too bad at all, but definitely not too much that stands out aside from maybe the Pot of Avarice. So let's now take a look at the Obelisk deck and see how things are in here. So you're just gonna take this out, and should be the exact same thing. I'm just gonna do a bit of a confirmation here. I need to see if it's actually the same thing. It should be. Yeah, it seems like it's the same thing, so I'm not going to bother checking that out. But now let's actually take a look here at this. I'll take out all the plastic. Let's just throw that away. So here we have, firstly, let me just take out our promotional cards here and put it in the back. And now let's actually take a look at the deck itself. So we do have an ultra rare Obelisk, the Tormentor. That's fantastic. I'm going to put it right next to Slifer. We also have here the Soul Crossing. So again, that's the common card in the deck, so we can put that aside. We also have here Fist of Fate, a fantastic card. So that's exclusive to Obelisk. Both of these cards, as you can see, is featured on the structure deck artwork, so that's fantastic. But we have here Divine Evolution, slightly different card here. Odd to see that it is focusing on the Wicked cards, so that's going to be interesting. But with that being said, those are 4 ultras. We now look at our supers. So we have here Level Resist Wall, we have here Angel 01, we have here Mare as a reprint, and we have a Harpy's Feather Duster, which is actually quite fantastic to see that that's been reprinted in both. So there's our 4 supers. I don't know what I feel about these supers. It's odd that they have reprints as supers, but let me know what you guys actually think about it. As for the deck itself, we have Nimble Momonga, Bazoo the Soul Eater, which can be played in GOAT format. We have Cyber Dragon, 2 more Nimble Momongas. That's interesting. I mean, it makes sense, but still. Hardened Dragon, kind of protecting you if you tribute summon this to go for Obelisk. We have here the Super Nimble Mega Hamster, Evil Storm, Mandragora, Photon Saber Tiger, 2 of them, very nice. Which makes sense, you add the other to your hand. We have Salamandra, we have Raz Disciple, 3 copies of it, Unmasked Dragon, Nimble Beaver, Condemned Witch, we have Gizmek Uka, Gizmek Makami, Brain Control reprint, Monster Reborn, Different Dimension Capsule, very nice, another Pot of Avarice. Double Summon is probably one of the best reprints ever in this particular set, so that's fantastic. Really difficult card to find. It's just a long awaited reprint that is definitely deserved, so absolutely happy about this. And we have here Forbidden Chalice, Forbidden Lands, Forbidden Dress, that's also great. Supply Squad, the Monarch Stormforth is also really good. Call of the Haunted, Cloning, and Drowning Mirror Force. Now personally, I would have to say that the Obelisk deck actually has a lot better reprints in there. But with that being said, definitely let me know which one is actually better. If you think Slifer is better, then, you know, just say it in the comments. Otherwise, if Obelisk is better, let me know then as well. But this is looking pretty nice. After taking a look at all of these decks here, seeing that there's common reprints in these, or at least the common cards printed out in these here, there's no need to buy 3 copies of each. You can actually just buy 2 copies of each and you should be able to play a deck of both of them. However, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really would like to know what your thoughts are on this, whether or not these are worth buying, whether or not these are good compared to other structure decks, which one out of the 2 is actually better, and how you're actually going to approach building these decks. But with that being said, I hope you all have a fantastic day. I'll see you all next time.